And we are on the air. Hi, Julia. Thank you for asking me to do a reading for you today. And we're wanting to look for your SSP experiences or anything else that you might have that you just kind of searching for more information too, and more confirmation. I feel like as try to piece the
Yeah,
puzzle together, then we're wanting to make more sense or more of a story or something like that. And I know that it is a little bit difficult to piece the whole puzzle together because there's so many fractures, of
yeah,
timelines, but at least kind of get some more information. So hopefully, we'll get some. And you will you tell me a little bit about? I know I watched you on your other video with Sean, and then some of your SSP experiences, though, that you can remember, like
yeah.
anything with that.
So I don't have a lot of recall yet. I'm only just starting
Okay.
to get things coming forward. So I didn't even think there was an SSP connection.
Oh, okay.
I knew from other things that there was definitely like an MI5, MI6, because I'm based in the UK. So I knew that was definitely a thing. I don't remember hardly anything from before I was like 10.
Mm,
There's very less memories there.
okay.
Things that like my sisters have told me have become memories, but they're not real memories. So I've
Oh,
just been searching. I actually had quite an activation recently off a phrase that somebody said, and I started to get like memory recall coming in, just listening to other people. But there's not a lot there, so I'm just interested to see what you get. I did
yeah,
have one session with Misha Johnston, and that kind of confirmed some things. So it's
yeah,
like you're just bouncing around trying to get the pieces together, right? So I don't
yeah.
have hardly any memories at all, but I have just little knowings of things. And like somebody was talking about a crystal, and I could actually remember holding this crystal recently, like for time travel and stuff like that. So little things are coming in now. It's after that session with Sean, it's as if something was allowed to be accessed now,
Mhm.
and because it's like information that wasn't there before is now ready coming forward. When I talk to
Yeah.
like my friend Soma Aurora, I had a session with her the other day, and she was getting things, and she's really surprised because that wasn't there. That information wasn't accessible before. So yeah, so let's see what you can
Good.
get.
Yeah, I
It's
know he
exciting.
really helps, Sean does.
Yeah,
He's helped me a lot too with clearing up a lot of the sadness and stuff from
yeah,
the programming that they put on me. Like he said, there was a lot of sadness that they dumped on me, that I'm trying to just work through, so it
yeah,
takes a lot of inner work and doing. I do a lot when I'm exercising, when I walk outside the track and I'm grounding myself too, 'cause sometimes I'll feel really out of body, yeah, a lot,
mm,
and I feel kind of dizzy or just like
yeah,
I'm floating or something, and
yeah,
not really present or kind of emotionless, like I'm not really that
yeah.
emotional, and
I do struggle with emotions. I don't have like
yeah,
that big emotional range. It's like about the last 3 years trying to learn what they are and what's appropriate and things like that. Because it's either my 20s were all fear and anger,
mhm,
and then now it's slowly moving into the compassion, the empathy, start to
yeah.
identify what those are. So yeah, I don't have a huge emotional range. That's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, and I know you're Reiki too. You do Reiki as well,
yeah,
like I do. So we're healers, so we can heal others. So we're trying to bring that back and feel the love for ourselves and heal
yeah,
ourselves too. So that's kind of the goal really too, is to see those things like you're so willing to help others, but to feel it for ourselves is we kind of neglect ourselves in that
yeah,
way. So that's what we're kind of learning about. And I think it is kind of the generation we grew up in too,
yeah,
that because we're both about the same age. So
yeah,
it was kind of the Generation X is kind of like raised ourselves, and we had to be tough and strong and
yeah.
grow up fast and all that. So,
And what I
so
think is funny is I'm small like you. I'm like
mhm.
5'1", like
Yes,
five
me too.
foot.
5
Yeah,
foot. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But we're tough. I know we're tough. So, and did you like school and stuff? I didn't really care for it.
No,
I
I
didn't
didn't
really
like
care for it.
school. I
Mhm.
don't think I did very well at school. I
Mhm.
like design and things like that, but
Me
school
too.
wasn't easy for me. No.
Yeah. I didn't like it
Yeah,
either. I was really
yeah,
shy and stuff. So I
Yeah.
just didn't I don't know, it just didn't stimulate me at all either, so I'm gonna shuffle the cards here. I
Okay.
got all the decks here and stuff too. So,
Cool.
yeah, we'll see. 'Cause I was trying to see, but I could feel like when you said the targeting on that video yesterday, then I could feel that. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find other things though, so more opens up for me as I see the cards and stuff too, you know?
Yeah.
With the and I'm thinking that it's probably a lot the same as me and you probably do the same stuff. That's why we're drawn together too, you
Yeah.
know? And sometimes I can't see because it's like the same exact thing as me, you know, like the same programs too. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you have a son? You said you
Yeah,
have a
he's
son?
15. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, my son's
So,
at 20. So,
yeah, he's a gamer.
oh,
And
okay.
I've been told he's the most perfect version of my DNA.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
nice.
kind of nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we'll
that
see.
stimulates his mind, you know, the games and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But he's most comfortable when he's gaming.
Yes, it
Yeah.
stimulates him and all of that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Just like us when we're listening to music or something, you know, or
Yeah.
engaged in a show that we really enjoy. What's your favorite kind of shows that you like to
Like on
watch?
TV. I
Yeah.
don't really watch much TV now. I do love. I used to love watching action movies
Mhm.
and that kind of thing and martial arts. And
Yes.
now I spend most of my time either writing courses
Oh.
or doing wellness groups with my little community. And I do watch Typical Skeptic. That's how I found you. So I've been
Yes.
watching that quite religiously
Oh,
for
that's
about
good.
2 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does a lot of interviews with all the you should be on there too, you know, to talk about your abilities and your the Reiki and all the things you're doing.
I don't think I'm ready for that. But
Yeah,
I
but
am on
maybe
some
someday.
groups. I am on
Mhm.
some groups, so I do put myself out there a little bit more now than I used to. So I do a little bit of roundtable stuff occasionally. But I mainly talk about things like the violet flame or dragon
Oh,
energies,
nice.
Atlantean energies, things like that.
Nice.
So yeah,
Yeah, I've been trying to connect with the dragons and stuff more too, and
yeah, awesome.
have them like burn off the my chakras, like burn all the dense energy in each chakra. You know, I did that
Nice,
this
yeah,
morning.
yeah.
Just trying to feel. It took me like 30 minutes of walking to be able to feel it back in my body today.
Wow,
Yeah, I
gosh.
know. I know it.
Hmm.
Well, I think 'cause I've had a head cold, you know,
Yeah,
so it just has left me kind of real foggy. So yeah, I know it. So okay, so I have multiple decks. You know, all my decks that I have that I kind of go
yeah.
through and stuff too. So the first one here, the the Wolverine
Wolverine.
gene.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be like your shapeshifter
Okay.
DNA, you know, that they put in us and with the
Okay.
program. So we're able to shapeshift, you know, one of the aspects
Yeah.
of us that's that or I say you, I'll say you because I say us, but I know I have the Wolverine gene as well too.
Yeah.
But it helps us grow back the body parts too, you
Oh
know?
wow, that's
So
awesome.
it's yeah. And it does you feel a lot of heat too, so it's good like it's like a heat, I don't know, something with that.
I do feel a lot of heat because I work with violet flame and different flame
Yes.
energies. So
Mhm.
I really do. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel it like in your upper back and all down your back and kinda
Yeah.
inner heat, huh? Like that.
Yeah.
Mhm. So I got the ghost. This is
Okay.
the ghost squad. This is gonna be it's like the team that's invisible almost, where they go
Okay.
into places where they're like it's a special ops kind of team that would go into places where maybe no one can see them. It's like
Yeah.
ninjas, but they're
Oh.
more they're more I would say um a psionic or something like that too, you know,
Yeah.
where they're not just combat with their hands, they do stuff like psionically with their
Okay.
mind, you know, something like
Yeah.
that where you wouldn't even detect them. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, Arcturian DNA.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you speaking that Arcturian language, the
Oh,
light
nice.
language. Yeah.
I do have a big mixture. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I can hear you like talking it really loud, and it just
Wow.
like changes everything around, you know?
Yeah, I had an
Mhm.
experience recently at a mind body spirit fair, and these shamans were kind of around me speaking light language from both sides, and my brain interpreted it into Arcturian, and that's I just knew it was
Mm.
Arcturian. I didn't
Yeah, I
know what they
got
were
chills.
saying, but I knew
Mhm.
that I'd interpreted those two different languages into one, and they were
Mm.
kind of shocked at that. I didn't tell them it
Wow.
was Arcturian, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got
yeah,
chills, so I think yeah, definitely
yeah.
so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. This is flying a craft in astral.
Okay,
Yes, with the and you fly it with your mind,
yeah.
and with
Okay,
your it connects with your DNA, and then you connect with it telepathically, moving it, so you
yeah,
can fly by yourself and locate to different locations,
yeah.
and all mentally, all in your mind.
I've been told that
Hmm.
there is an Arcturian craft near me that's submerged, apparently waiting for me to go and activate it.
Oh,
So that would be nice.
where do you feel like it is, like in your area? Do you kind
Yeah,
of
so
just
I
go out
where I
there?
live, where I'm surrounded by water on three sides, and where I live actually near a shipping yard, and I think it is actually based in that shipping yard,
Oh
like
yeah.
in the river
Oh.
nearby.
Mhm.
So it's either there or it's in the Irish Sea by some wind farm. I think it could be submerged there by the wind farm because nobody would
Mhm.
ever go around that wind farm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I've got an idea where it could be, and just yeah, wouldn't know how to start with that. Yeah,
You could probably just raise it up with your hands, just like raising it up and then just doing, I mean, even where you're at, just raising it up wherever it's at. And maybe you don't even
yeah,
have to know exact location. You just raise it up like that,
yeah,
with your energy, and then however you want to communicate with it. Yeah.
yeah.
Probably
That's
writing like
definitely
the
like
light symbols too.
yeah,
Mhm. Do you write
yeah.
the light symbols?
Sometimes I do, sometimes, but not for a while because it's
Mhm.
like I can't get it out. It's like I need to get something out, but I can't. It's just like the
Mhm.
same symbol kind of coming out over and over.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm not too sure about that. But as we talk about it, I can literally feel something's activating here as we talk about
Yeah,
it.
your third eye
Yeah,
area. Yeah, like when I'd want to activate it, sometimes I'll just start to draw like a spiral on the paper, or just kind of do this, or listen to fast music and just try to detect that, and then I'll just start writing it, because it kind
yeah,
of speeds up the vibe, like that kind of
yeah.
thing too, because it's Octurian's really fast, it's like
Right.
almost like a
Okay.
scribble, it's like
Okay.
filling up
Yeah.
a whole paper really fast and like multiple
Yeah.
lines just going down like that, so
Yeah.
theirs
Okay.
is really fast.
That's
Move your
move your
body,
body. Okay.
stretch and exercise,
Yeah.
however you want to do that. That's always good for us because we get so like
Yeah.
frustrated, we have to release it, like once we're empaths, so we absorb it, but then it has to go somewhere. We have to release it out, so
Yeah.
I feel much better after walking, because it's been so cold here. And
Hmm.
now walking, then I release a lot of energy, through doing
Yeah.
that.
Oh
Also,
wow.
Nikola Tesla connection.
Okay.
Okay, so what does that feel like for you? Because I just seen you in another time, like working with him in like a science, you know?
Okay, I have had one recall. It was a couple of years ago now, and I was a scientist in a lab, and it felt like it was either on Sirius, I think we thought at the
Uh-huh.
time,
Hmm.
but now I'm not sure it was. But there was like a some kind of giant super soldier or something. But then I was both, so I must have been like interfacing with the patient or whatever,
Okay.
and I was the scientist at the same time. So I've had that
Yeah.
flash. That was a while back.
Mhm.
So that's quite
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
What do you think he was like building like technology, like
Yeah, there's some kind
spacecraft,
of
or something, or
augmentation. I don't know what that was, but I also have this feeling all the time, which that's going to sound really weird, that I'm meant to be able to teleport, and I've had it
mhm.
since I was small. And it used to
Mhm.
frustrate me when I was a kid that I couldn't teleport, I couldn't biolocate,
Yeah.
and so I don't know if that's connected to that. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. 'cause I can see that happening, like, you closing your eyes and you wanting to leave, like, wherever you're at to go to, like, the movie that you're watching or a
Yeah,
place in your mind or something like that too. So maybe you did do that, but maybe, you probably just maybe came from a like, that's a strong aspect of you, that does that all the time, that just
yeah.
goes well, I see a lot of the Arcturian, though, with that scientist
Mm.
part, you know?
Okay, that's
Oh, look
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
he has some light language, so maybe this would give you some activation too,
yeah.
you know? It's like the little I think it's a little Syrian or something like that, and then, the praying mantis. They seem Syrian as well.
Yeah,
They're they're all different, different
yeah. Oh, yeah.
implant.
I've had quite a few implants removed in the last couple of
Mhm.
years.
Mhm.
Stomach, root, the side of my hip where I have like an indent in the side of my hip, and there was an implant in there.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I think there's always more, isn't there?
Yeah, and it's hard to take them all out and say, "I want them all removed," because, I mean, who can really have because they're all different groups too, So,
Yeah,
and how would you be able to detect them if they're in your astral self too? And
yeah,
what if they're removed and that was for your health benefit, or something too? So, I figured that they'll be turned off or however when they're supposed to be, Or if it's
okay,
negative, then maybe somebody you can ask your higher self to turn them off,
yeah.
that way.
I
I
always
would
think of them as being negative. I never think of them as being positive.
yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
love that.
definitely.
Yeah,
Because they would monitor you, for your
yeah,
health and all your life, like the
yeah,
Zetas, Mantis, and Sirian, all your star family. Because you have all these different aspects of you in many realities, like Sirian, Pleiadian, Orion, you're everywhere.
yeah,
The feline, the Lyran, the Sirius, and you have many aspects as a cat being, like
yeah,
lots of cats. So the cat beings, that's a lot of your psychic energy too, with the cats. Listen to
yeah.
your mhm.
Listen to your heart. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what's this one? Sit in the sun?
Yeah, I'm very drawn to the sun, especially now it's really like feminine energy coming from the sun.
Mhm.
I feel like I've a bit of a direct dial is what just came into my mind to the sun.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm. That's good.
yeah. I've always been more solar. I've never really been into the moon.
Oh, okay. What's your
Yeah,
astrology sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, okay. So I'm a Cancer, so we're
Yeah.
both water signs. Yeah.
Okay.
So look, the
Yeah.
Pleiadian connection.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of the
Yeah.
Pleiadian, and the DNA, with that, with your DNA, with being able to be a healer,
Yeah.
and do all your intuition and all that too, for
Nice.
calming and stuff too. And you can always ask your higher self for infusions of their DNA, to help with
Okay.
regulating any kind of hormones or anything, anxiety. You can always ask your higher self for
Yeah.
infusions of their DNA to help you with whatever you're needing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
And this says stay strong.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Scorpio is really strong. I know that. Mentally, you're really strong. Cryptid
Cryptid.
creatures. How do you feel
Yeah.
about the cryptids?
I'm quite fascinated. I mean, are we talking like the Sasquatch and
Mhm.
apparently I've got a really strong connection to giants as well. I'm not sure if that counts as a
Oh,
cryptid, but
yeah.
yeah. But
Like the
yeah, it
Nephilim?
fascinates me. Yeah.
Like the Nephilim?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but the Bigfoot really fascinates me,
Mhm. Yeah, I
and
can see
I
that.
I think I did have an encounter when I was small, in this hometown where I am, but it was on a friend's farm. And for years, I was always scared of the green man. You know, the pagan symbolism of the green man with the
Okay.
like the leaves for the face and everything. And now, when I look back, I think it was actually a Bigfoot that I encountered in the bushes in that farm. And I was always really scared of that memory. And then when I start to go back to it now, I think it was the Bigfoot. So I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still exploring that one.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
feels like it's watching you because they're from another
yeah,
dimension, but you would have been higher up
yeah.
too in your,
Because I was probably 5. I was probably 5 years old.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because you probably didn't feel like you even fit in when you were little,
yeah.
like
Uh,
you have a lot of fairy energy too,
thank
the
you.
fairies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah. Sean,
elementals.
Sean did say that there's DNA, the Tuatha De Danann DNA there, which it was nice to get the confirmation. I do have Irish
Okay.
heritage, so that
Mhm.
makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah. I just seen those stones. You know how they have the all the stones everywhere there,
yeah, yeah,
like you was a magician or the wizard, the druid. That's what the
yeah.
druid. Yeah.
I am
Mhm.
actually a druid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah,
Like writing on the stones though, like something with
yeah.
that,
Okay,
with
yeah,
your psionic, like that, like
okay,
inscriptions or something, like
yeah.
that kind of thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you have extrasensory perception.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm still kind of getting to grips with saying that I'm a psychic medium and things like that.
Oh,
It's work in
yeah,
progress.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
you are.
yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, and it's
yeah,
different levels of that too, it's not like for me, you can say it, but you see it in your mind, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you see the from the Reiki stuff because you can scan over the people and then see the things, in their
yeah.
energy field. But I don't know, do you see oh, you do see them coming like spirits and ghosts or whatever coming in
Not so much,
your
not
like
so much, because I had
uh,
so much fear held in the body, so I don't have
okay,
that much.
yeah.
I get sensations through my body. I get tingles through my lower legs when there's energy approaching or shifting. I feel it in the body that way. But
Yeah.
I do oracle readings. So as soon as I start to do the reading, it kind of opens up and then it closes
Mhm.
straight down afterwards. And
Okay.
I channel meditations, so that's when it kind of comes in. And
Mhm.
I do public speaking and talks, and I don't prepare anything. I just allow it to flow through,
Oh, yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
that way. But I don't
Mhm.
see like spirit as much, but they do send me signs, and I'm not
Yeah.
as scared as I was. I used to be really scared of it. Yeah,
But you have a feeling though when something like stops you in your tracks. You're like,
yeah,
"Oh, we're not gonna go to down that street or that
yeah,
house or we're not gonna do that." And
for
you
sure.
trust
Yeah.
in that. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can feel like I literally get like energy rushing up and down my legs.
Mhm.
So if something's going on, or if I'm shifting energy, like I use the pendulum a lot, I'm always using my
Yeah.
pendulum.
Mhm.
Then I
Mhm.
feel it in my body shifting
Yeah.
around. Yeah,
Mhm. I do
yeah,
that too. I'll just sit with my pendulum and just ask it questions 100 times, just like zoned out, This
yeah,
I just ask. Well, I have a whole bunch of different pendulums because I have necklaces that I use when I don't have
yeah,
my regular one, so you can just
yeah.
ask it when you're driving to and all that. I'm like, I just need to stop because I'm asking the
Yeah.
same thing over and over. You know how that?
I get awesome pendulums from pendulumalchemy.com. They are so awesome. They're like
Yeah.
handcrafted for Akashic
Okay.
record work. So I get them over from America.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Yeah.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
really awesome. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that's cool. So then this is clear sentience, where it's the
Okay.
feeling like we were just talking about, the feeling
Yeah.
up and down your legs and
Perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably like in your hands too. I can feel like
Yeah.
your hands get activated
Yeah.
really like especially with animals too. I can
Yeah.
really see you connected with the all the animals. Anytime you're doing Reiki on them, you really connect with
Yeah.
them. Mhm. Yeah. Another Octurian connection, like here, so
Wow.
that's yeah, well, the other one was
Yeah.
Pleiadian, and this is Octurian,
Yeah.
so, yeah, this is the Octurian. I keep seeing, a tall Octurian female, the blue color, and she has on, like, the white, tight,
Oh.
like, jumpsuit kind of however they would wear,
Yeah.
like that, and she has the elongated, head, how they do and all that, and she has,
Yeah.
like, jewels on her, but
Oh
she seems
wow.
like she's on a space, the spaceship. So maybe that's what's communicating with
Mm.
you, because that might be an aspect of you, you know?
Okay.
She might be the aspect of you that's communicating with you to tell you to find it, but you really it's just in your mind, you know,
Yeah. Okay.
wherever you feel it to be, then it will be right there, you know, since it can be interdimensional, can be probably anywhere you imagine, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. And this has a stasis pod,
Yeah.
so
So I'm
yeah.
potentially in stasis on that Arcturian ship, I think.
Oh, okay. Like the
And yeah,
so
so
the
it could be me there.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the you're the Arcturian and your
Yeah.
consciousness is in this body as an Arcturian, if one of your one of your pieces of consciousness, because I'm sure that that being has many aspects, you know,
Right.
that it would be wanting to experience, you
Yeah.
know. Maybe it's different things too, you know, temporarily could be an animal or something just for the time being too, you know, just
Okay.
as something that can be in and out or something, or maybe something that could influence or speak with you too, or give you a message, you
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep seeing a sheep. I don't know why I thought keep seeing a sheep.
Is
I
it a
don't
sheep or a goat? I have a lot of goat
you
energy because
do?
I work with I have a goat shamanic drum.
Uh-huh.
So if it's a goat, that makes sense. Sheep, I'm not so sure, but I'll check into that.
Yeah,
What's the
it's
like
a
shamanic
kind of their
properties of the
face
sheep?
looks the same. Their face looks
Yeah,
almost the same, but it's like I mean they
yeah.
both the sheep and the goat is kind of
I've
similar.
got two drums in this room that are goat skin drums. So I have like goat
Oh,
energy around me. And that's
uh-huh.
very strong energy, helps you
Yeah.
like, push
Yeah.
through. Yeah.
I see it. Like the brown color, you know, and black
Yeah.
and the white too. I see the face. Yeah. But
Okay.
I see the sheep as well, like in
Okay.
I don't know if you have a Ireland. You said Ireland too?
Mm. Yeah.
You have the Ireland connection? You do?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. So off-world colony aspects.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is going to be well, I feel like you have also like a Pleiadian that's on a like a ship, and I always see it as like a it looks like a shopping mall inside. That would be like a
Yeah.
mothership though, where we go and we
Yeah.
report to do work like our emissary work. We're emissaries and you know the
Yeah.
galactic emissaries and stuff and galactic ambassadors and you know where
Yeah.
we go to
So
different places to be like a
yeah.
peacekeeper. Yeah.
I've been told that there's an aspect of me like that who's on a council in Venus.
Oh, okay.
So
Mhm.
yeah, but I don't know how to
Mm.
connect with that version of me and how to get that information. So they're just out
Yeah.
there doing their thing, and I'm here doing my thing. I'd like to
Uh,
be able to connect in.
yeah,
Yeah.
did you connect with Valiant Thor?
No, I haven't, and I keep
Yeah.
meaning to try. Yeah, I'll look it up again and see if
Yeah.
I can really
'Cause
tune in. Yeah.
that really is strong with you right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is the
Okay.
first thing I thought when you said Venus, you
Yeah.
know, was like
Yeah.
you know him, you work with him, you know, 'cause
Okay.
he looks like they look like Pleiadian almost to me, you know how they
Yeah.
but they're kind of a little bit different. They kind of almost look a little bit like more Asian a little bit too, but their
Okay.
eyes aren't as human like, but they're kind of more almost like cat. Almost, you know
Yeah.
how the cat would be more almond or something, but they're kind of and they do act a little bit different than a Pleiadian. They seem more scientific or something like that. They seem technical in a
Yeah.
way, this group or so, you know, so maybe you're with that group doing different things like
Yeah.
challenging the earth-based people to advance in their technology for medical stuff too, you know?
Mm.
Because I
Oh,
see them in
interesting.
the white. I see them in
Yeah.
that white suit again, you know?
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
see you like they're in a white, like it looks like a suit, but it's like a dress too. It's like a pantsuit, but the dress thing, you know, and it's and then I see like the red hair, like reddish hair,
Okay.
like that kind of
Yeah.
like that. like reddish orange hair, you know, and
Mm.
you kind of have a like a you look kind of cat like too though, you know, kind of like that. And you're like in charge of it, of
Wow.
talking. Yeah. What do you feel strongly about when you be talking? Because you're talking in these things and you're talk like medical or something like this, you know, like um
Yeah.
it's something with the medical, you know, like it like healing and stuff like that, you know, like trying
Yeah.
to bring it to here, to advance it here.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, like push it.
Yeah.
And you're really strong-willed too, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're very determined in what you believe in, you know, and you're direct in how you communicate too. So,
I'm
you're
very
just like
direct.
here,
Yeah.
here, here, and there's the slides, and this is it, and this is it, you know, like you are exact, you know, like
Wow. I think you've been
matter
to
of
one of my
fact.
lectures.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know with Scorpio too. I know how
Yeah.
Scorpios are like
Yeah.
this too. They're very
I do
exact.
talks about crystals and things at like
Mhm.
events here in the UK. So yeah, I'm very direct.
Okay, with the crystal
Yeah,
technology.
it's just like
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, with the
So
crystal stuff technology, because you know
yeah.
already that that can heal with the
Mm.
crystal technology, you know, so you're trying to get it to be here too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You work with dolphins in the
Okay.
SSP. Okay.
Oh right.
Yeah, so this seems to be, where is it at? Because it's something different. This
Oh
seems
my
to
god.
be,
I'm having a memory.
yeah, I'm trying to look for it too just now, because
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of to do with like, it is a,
Mm.
I don't know, I feel like it's a teacher kind of thing with the hybrid children as well, because it seems
Okay.
like that, you know, with the
Yeah.
dolphin, and then with their, with, uh, something with their sonar ability too, and
Mm.
then with the children, like you do a lot of stuff for the children,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff with children. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
you really wanna push this healing and get rid of a lot of, like, this, all the shot stuff, all these things that's unnecessary, and you're just, like, trying to perfect, like, all the healing methods that can be here, you know, like sonar healing or crystal healing, so
Yeah.
you just teach all
That's
of this to,
amazing.
and you show, like, your these all these children that are like your, they're like your students, you know? And then so the it's like you have a mothership, like you, and then so you're in charge of the ship, and then all of y'all travel together to do these meetings, you know, all
Okay.
over the place, and talk about how these children, how they can be, you know, and how their abilities can be improved, and you, all of your students, I mean with music too, with sound frequency and crystals, you know,
Yeah.
cause that's in it, like, it's a the light, you know, like that. So,
Wow.
yeah,
That's
and
incredible.
yeah, I think
Gosh.
that you're a Lyran in that. It looks like you're like a Lyran.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like the lioness looking, you know?
Yeah.
And here's this, the radio frequencies. So, that's kinda
Okay.
what we're talking about with the
Yeah.
frequencies.
I also feel like I'm just getting hit by frequencies all the time, and I hardly sleep, and
Okay.
yeah.
Do you take,
So
like, some melatonin, you know? Cause I have a hard
no,
time falling
I
asleep.
don't.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I
Okay.
take the melatonin, like 5 milligrams, and it helps me to stay asleep. Cause I heard you
Okay.
say you wake up, you know, cause
Yeah,
I do
I
too.
wake up constantly. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and
So
it's hard for me to fall asleep too, you know, and wake up, cause 'cause I'd rather stay up a little bit later, you know, than I'm like a, I like the nighttime more, you know,
yeah,
like that, cause it seems I'm
I'm
more
more.
awake.
Yeah, I do more early morning, but I've shifted my whole hours now because I was able to change my job, so now I can move more onto American time, which is great.
Mhm.
And so I can do that now. But I'm constantly waking up, so I don't know how
Yeah.
long I'm in REM sleep for at all. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, it's like surface. Last night I just had like surface level sleep. I felt I didn't go in deep, you
Yeah.
know, and I just kind of I'm like in the middle of waking up and sleeping, and I just don't really sleep last night. So sometimes the melatonin doesn't work, you know, and then
Okay.
sometimes it puts you to sleep. So I get like 5 milligrams, you know, and so but then I don't wake up tired the next day either, you know.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah,
because
I'll
if I
check it.
take other things, then I'm waking up tired, and then I'm in a grumpy mood, you know, like
Mm.
that. So the
Mm.
melatonin doesn't make you grumpy or nothing. So this
Okay.
is the praying mantis. This seems more like
Yeah.
Syrian, like a Syrian.
Years ago, when I was living in India, I had a praying mantis about like 10 centimeters fly into my room and sit next to me, just like
Wow,
staring at me.
wow,
Freaked me out.
yeah,
All of my neighbors thought that's amazing, that's auspicious, it's like,
yeah,
special. But
yeah.
it was, so it literally flew in through bars on the window and everything. It flew in and
Mhm.
just sat next to me like a blessing. That's how it was
Yeah,
seen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. That was like an alien, you know, like that too.
Wow.
And you know, don't you feel that that would be some kind of a of extraterrestrial because it had to have done, you know,
Yeah.
like and
I
given you some
never
kind of a download or
Yeah, I
something, you
never
know?
thought about it like that until now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Mhm.
I think I'll go back on that and see. Yeah, see if I can
Mhm.
connect into that experience. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah. It was
So,
giving you some kind of a download.
yeah,
Looked at time jumping, that's what you, were wanting to do, you know,
yeah,
time jumping or
yeah,
bilocate, you know,
yeah,
like wanting to do a whole lot because you traveled to all these places. I think that's why you know, you wanna always be moving around and stuff and doing
yeah,
things because you're always busy, you know, you
yeah,
like to be busy doing things, you know, like all
yeah.
this
I
these
love to
talks and stuff.
travel.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then the clear sentient or clear, yeah, clear yes,
distance, clear
yes,
taste. Yeah,
yeah,
oh, that's interesting. I've not experienced that too much yet. I've started to get
yeah,
smells coming in
the smells, mhm.
recently. That's quite new, so that's something to look forward to, I think.
Yeah, the tasting could be
Yeah,
like, like I it's almost like the taste or the smell or something like it or taste could be of a memory or something like that too though, but
yeah. I
you
did
might
get
just
recently.
ask
I
your
had like
guides.
a spirit bringing in like flower scent. So I had
Uh-huh,
that come in a few times recently. So I'm in
yeah,
a closed room. There's nowhere for it to come from, and it just
yeah,
came flowing in. Yeah,
mhm, yeah, yeah. I always, do the smudging, and then I just, like, thank my higher self and all my guides for clear tasting, smelling,
yeah,
hearing, seeing, and knowing, and clearing all my chakras, and, you know,
yeah.
allow me to be a clear communication for my higher self and all my guides and, you know, like
Yeah.
that kinda thing too.
So my hearing, I lost a lot of my hearing when I was pregnant with my son. So I've
Okay,
only got like 20-25% left of my hearing. I've got two hearing aids. Can you get an
okay.
idea of like why that happened or where that came from?
Why you lost the hearing?
Yeah. I did get psychic hearing come in a bit more, so I hear frequencies and crystals, but
Yeah, 'cause it
physical hearing would be good.
felt like it came in through your eyes more, something like that, like your eyes kinda like
Okay.
your knowing kinda advanced more, like came in through your eyes more, like
Yeah.
that went out, but with your son, then he's real psychic with
Yeah.
this and manifest too, you know, like he could hold it like this and then he'd like a you know, another not here, but like create like this the energy balls, you know, like that
Yeah.
kind of a thing. So it's like, um, yeah, it goes right here in your eyes. Like you could close your eyes and then see, you know,
Mm.
it like went all right there. I
Okay.
see like a crystal too.
Okay.
So so maybe like if you put like a crystal like you're laying down and then asking for your hearing to improve or you know try to you could keep asking for the your guides or however uh, to to amplify your hearing abilities to turn them back up so you can you
Yeah.
know but it seems like it amplified everything more in your head,
Okay.
like all in your crown and head. It amplified all of
Yeah.
this more, you
As you're
know?
saying that, there's a real pressure building in my third eye.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really feel that. Yeah. I
Wow.
feel it in your eyes and stuff, and
Yeah. Uh,
especially your crown kinda got your it kinda grew higher up too. Like it went out here, but it kinda went up more like a crystal, like an amethyst looking with the
okay.
point, like that.
Yeah.
Something with
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so it's not disabled, it went somewhere else, the energy,
Yeah.
you know?
Cool.
Oh, I got like a bunch of chills now just thinking that. Oh,
Wow. Yeah.
see my
My
eyes
my
watery, my
vision.
eyes get watery and everything when it's something truth, like
Okay, that's
that.
awesome.
Mhm.
My vision's only just starting to switch on in the last year or so, and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
With your heart chakra too, that also amplified with him,
Okay.
like that. Mhm.
Yeah.
So these are the kind of the darker kind of ones with the mind
Okay.
fracturing deck part, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put
I'm
this one on
just
low.
starting to
So
explore this kind of idea now of
yeah.
altars and yeah.
So this one's the mothers of darkness. And
Okay.
so
Okay.
mothers of darkness, this is gonna be with the SSP, or with
Yeah.
other realities being um as a sex slave, like
Right.
sex
Okay.
slave being used
Yeah.
as the sex slave, and it's gonna be um how that would be treated, like in those dark castles, and
Okay.
and then I know I'm thinking of this now, like you'd be lined up with a group of girls and you're all dressed up like all of you girls kind of look the same, and dress the same, and it's like at a men's party, and then they just go and pick whoever they want for the night, kind of thing, that too. So that's like a dark castle. That might be even like a my lab, a military abduction kind of thing
Yeah.
too, because that feels like that too, you know, that
Yeah.
feels like that.
Okay. What's this
So
one?
kept underground.
Yeah.
So okay, so were you in Montauk? Were you in Montauk?
I'm
Cause
not sure if I've
that
had confirmation of that properly yet. I think it has come up maybe once, but I don't know. But there's meant to be a lot of clones of me
mhm,
underground. Yeah.
mhm, yeah.
Um,
So
yeah.
this is
And
something though.
I do
There's
see tunnels. I do see
yeah.
tunnels. So when I had a flash the other day, and it's always me in tunnels. Either I'm observing the tunnels or I'm
Mhm,
in the tunnels. So
mhm.
I don't know. I'm not too sure on that yet.
'Cause I am seeing you like being taken to different houses or something. So it's
Yeah.
different, and then there's boys and girls in the different dog cages, and like that. And then
Okay.
so it would be taken. So it might be like your clone aspect,
Yeah.
like that, you know, like it's an
Yeah.
aspect of you, you know.
Because Sean talks about like 10,000 clones of me.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, that's a huge number, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
but used for healing abilities and like shipped out like across the UK. And he talked about them being sold off to the Naga, and that's like India and Tibet and that kind of area, isn't it? I think like the serpent people. I
Mhm.
don't know.
Mhm.
So
In
that's a
the
new one for
water.
me. Yeah, that's
Yeah, like
new.
being in the water, and then all the healers and
Yeah.
the Naga. The
So I
Naga is
think
gonna be like, isn't the
yeah.
Naga like this on another planet too? Like
Is it?
the other planets, like there's like the serpentine in
Yeah.
places, and for the Naga and all that. That could be in Orion, it could be in the reticuli, it could be kind of
Yeah.
everywhere where there's serpentine like
Okay.
species. I mean, there's it might sound like a lot here, but just think of all the galaxies and all that,
Yeah,
like you would want to participate in a or that's made of you too though. Some you probably um you might know about, but some you probably don't even have any kind of connection to, so because
yeah,
they're so far off.
yeah,
But yeah, this
yeah.
that's sounds like quite a
It's
bit.
like it's like this. Yeah, it's like there's some
This is
information
like,
that's just not available yet, and because
what
like
about
six
this
months
in
ago, this
childhood?
this what does that say?
Is the demonic
Oh,
entities in
demonic
childhood,
entities.
or
I
shadow
only
people, or anything like that?
I only
You
have one potential memory or something that was there, and I've had one weird experience in childhood that I do recall. And I have one memory where there was like a devil in the room.
Mhm.
So, and I remember everything. I remember all the details, but it looked like an actual devil in the room.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, and then I've had the only other childhood. Yeah, it's not a lot there from childhood. There was a drowning experience. Um, but other demonic stuff, I'm not sure. I lived in a really old, creepy house.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm. Yeah.
and I used to basically like sleep against the wall.
Mhm.
I used to get, like how you hear tinnitus and it's like sounds like sh sh sh, like
Yeah.
soldiers
Mhm.
marching. I used to
Mhm.
hear that in my head at night time,
Oh,
and I
wow.
used to be terrified, and I used to wet the
Yeah.
bed and things like
Yeah.
that. So I don't
Yeah.
know, but I've been told that I used to get taken on ship for training.
Mhm. Mhm.
So by good Palladians or whatever. So I did like time travel training and stuff like that. But then obviously I was also taken
Mhm. By
by
the
other.
Zetas, by the
Yeah,
Zetas, by the
yeah,
Zetas taken when you were little too,
yeah.
and, put
So
on but they're like the Robotoid kinda, they're working
okay,
for, maybe probably the reptilian, or
yeah.
seems like something like that, you
But
know?
other demon stuff, I'm not too sure. I've held so much fear in the body, but when I was about in my early 20s, I literally used to feel like I was the demon and that I would be locked in my mind or locked in a dungeon at night time. And
Mhm.
I'd be like trying to claw my way out towards like to get up some stairs to a light or something.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
remember saying to somebody, I really feel like I'm a demon and something else takes over at night. And
Mhm.
now I think it was probably just an altar taking over and I was shoved to the back. So I
Mm,
don't I don't know whether I was really going into another realm or I was just pushed aside so another personality could come through.
yeah,
I
it
don't
could be a
know.
lot of
Yeah.
different things with that. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not the demon, but I think you, felt like it or something, because it was
Yeah.
always, like, in your ears and face and stuff too, and in your
Yeah.
head a lot, so that's what made you would always hear its voice almost
Yeah.
like
There
a
was
pos
always
not
so
possession, but
much fear and so much rage. So much
okay.
rage
Oh,
in
I
my
see that.
like teens and 20s. So much rage.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, what is that from, with the rage,
Mm.
with the rage, it seems like, what would that be? Because it's kinda hidden right there, just in, like,
Yeah.
it's more of something, like, in another,
I've been
it's
I've been
it's
told it's
hidden.
I've been told it's cosmic rage. Like I was just processing rage from the wars and things like that. But
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I don't know.
What would that be from? Like, when you were how old again? When you were,
From
like, 15?
teenage, probably even from earlier childhood, but definitely throughout the teens and early 20s. Yeah.
Hmm,
So it did change when I got to like 22, 23. Everything changed because I kind of got activated.
hmm.
And I was watching a movie, and the movie was The Beach,
Uh-huh.
with Leonardo DiCaprio. And then it was
Mhm.
as if I was meant to be living that lifestyle. It changed everything for me.
Hmm.
And I actually sold everything and went traveling, and that
Oh.
changed a lot for me.
Oh. Oh,
It's like
okay.
I was in the wrong place, wrong time, wrong place, and had a massive course correction. So that
Yeah.
did handle a lot of it. But I've still been
Yeah.
was suppressed for a long time, and I've been working to kind of release it, dissolve it
Yeah.
out and everything for the last 4 years, really.
Yeah, cause I feel
Yeah,
like you were screaming, but you wanted to, like, take off, like, shoot out of your body,
yeah,
like that, so
yeah.
that's what I feel, like you wanna leave your body, and there's an underground cavern.
Okay.
Yeah, the underground
Yeah,
cavern. That seems like it's in the underground bases and stuff, you know?
yeah.
And this, the brothels, the stairs to the bedroom. So it's kind
Oh,
of going up those stairs in
okay.
that place, like those where you would
Yeah,
be. It seems like it's a My Lab experience.
okay.
And
Do you
your
think
teen
there's that on Mars as well? So I
and
feel
Mars,
really
yeah.
really drawn to Mars.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Definitely. I've seen it definitely there. Yeah.
yeah,
Taken there in those dark castles and stuff. It's underground, like in inner Mars and stuff like that. And
yeah.
taken under there, and there's a lot of darkness that goes on there, with the
Ooh.
with this. Yeah, I felt that too, you know? Yeah.
Oh, so whew, yeah,
Yeah. There's brothels, but there's also different places like of sex trafficking and stuff too, and but
yeah,
there's like the ritual where you would live underground in a castle too, like an aspect that's I mean,
yeah.
you
Okay,
might look for this too. It might be a soul aspect that's in a
yeah,
like a in a she seems like she might be in like a cage thing like that, and then it's
okay,
in one of those places, like she's hidden and she's lived there. She's she's like a she's like 12 looking, you know?
okay.
Yeah, and she's in a cage there and brought out for the parties and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Um she's like
Ooh,
13 or so. So you might try to reach out to her
yeah.
to heal her, to integrate, or however to help her
Yeah.
out of that.
Okay.
Yeah, cause she's in that.
Ooh,
She's stuck there.
okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel
Okay.
that. So this is
Ooh,
the
yeah.
shadow people, in childhood too, like see it like
Yeah.
in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
mm, and this the underground demons, with the like
Okay.
this kind of thing, like it's like
Yeah.
under the Vatican almost. I've seen this one under the Vatican.
Okay. Yeah.
They look like they don't. There's nothing inside there though. It's like a skeleton, but
Yeah.
they like float, you know, and then they
Yeah.
do rituals and they have kids and stuff down there too.
Yeah, I know there's aspects of me that are very dark as well, and because in my early years, I always, even now, to be honest, I feel like it's a choice to stay in the light every day. It's like you have to make that choice. And I
Mhm.
am witchy, and I do druidry
Mhm.
and things like that.
Mhm.
But so you have to make that choice, don't you, to
Yeah.
be the light? And but I
Yeah.
know, yeah,
Yeah.
that there
You
must
know
be
what you
that.
feel. Whatever is dark.
Yeah, it's a lot
It's
of
your own.
energy,
Mhm.
a lot of energy.
Yeah, too though, like you can
Yeah,
handle more than some other person can handle of
yeah,
that. Like this isn't scary. What are y'all
yeah.
scared about? I'm not even scared, like but then
I'm
you're
a
just
I'm a
you
little bit scared of all these demon cards coming out. I've got
yeah,
to say.
you can feel it,
Yeah,
when it's like in the air. Sometimes it is scary, sometimes you can face it, but you feel
yeah.
it more than anything, like
Okay,
that. So
this is
this
nice
is
though.
the
Okay.
UFO abductee.
Yeah. Okay.
This looks like, you with the in childhood, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, were you
So
called outside like that too, do you feel?
yeah. So I know, and I'm really sure as well because I've had it confirmed that there was classroom training done, stuff like that. And I always thought, why can't I remember? And then the
Mhm,
message that they came back with was that they wanted me to still have a normal life and
mhm,
not be like too focused on the the ET training and stuff. But I've always known, I've
mhm.
always known that. I just
Yeah,
wish I could connect to it now more. You see,
mhm.
I still don't
Yeah.
feel very connected.
Well,
Yeah,
I think that they or you requested to have it turned off so you could experience this reality here though, or
yeah.
you would wanna just leave. You would be happy to just leave, so,
Yes, I
um
would.
yeah.
Yes,
So then
but
so
I know
you
where
have
it
it turned off so you can
work.
do your work
Yeah,
here. You have
yeah.
work to do.
I
So
appreciate being ground crew now. I appreciate it more than I did. It's taken me a while.
this
Yeah,
is the My Lab experience. So
yeah,
look at the tunnel here, going through these tunnels. and
Yeah,
being taken to these castles or super
yeah,
soldiers for working, doing missions, and then being returned. But you're going to these places off world too.
yeah.
It can be a lot of
So
places.
So I saw tunnels like this recently, and I was listening to somebody on a podcast, and they said the phrase "master of observers,"
Mm,
and it triggered
mhm,
memories. And it
mhm,
literally like a TV had switched on in my mind off that phrase, and nobody's really familiar with that phrase. So there's some kind of connection to observers,
mhm,
or so I don't know if there's an aspect of me that's observing as
mm.
well. But yeah,
Masters of observers.
yeah,
So observing, like this is gonna be like that the show Fringe, how
yeah.
there's those observers, how they time travel, going through different timelines and observing the timeline to making sure that it's gonna be coming out to
So
this and then changing it if you can, like
yeah.
that.
So I don't think I made it past the first episode of Fringe. And
Oh,
I tried
okay.
to rewatch it again the other day and I just couldn't.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I couldn't get through it at all.
Because
It
something
was
was like
yeah.
boring or not
No,
resonating.
I just couldn't. It was just like no, I can't watch it. It was just that
Oh,
kind of
okay.
dreaded, like a dread feeling.
Mm,
I can't
no.
sit with this. And but
Yeah.
somebody saying that phrase triggered visions,
Mhm. Mhm.
and there was quite weird visions as well. And one of them was me on a private plane, and it was all
Plain.
cream, all white. It was luxurious. I've never been on a private plane that I'm aware of, but I felt like I've been on it many times. And then I had some other weird things that we can talk about another time. But
Oh,
yeah,
the Masters of Observers. Like I can feel like you. I can that plane. Do you feel like it's like one of your altars, like one of the aspects of you that's one like a spy, like a spy, kind of like
yeah, possibly.
the
Yeah,
show Alias. I just thought of that. How
yeah,
she goes on the
yeah.
plane
I
and
love
she's
that
dressed
show.
up as different
Yeah,
aspects, like that, and
yeah.
doing different work and stuff. Yeah.
I think there's definitely aspects of us like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
that plane, I didn't feel scared on the plane. I wasn't like, I wasn't captive on the plane. I was freely like looking out the window on that plane.
Oh,
So
okay,
I
like
was
sitting and looking
comfortable.
out.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
was comfortable.
Hmm.
So yeah, so that's
I
me.
don't.
Anyway.
Yeah. This is the
Okay.
Montauk
Oh, there it is.
inside the base. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Montauk being
Okay.
taken because there's many Montauk places, like the
Okay.
not just in the New York, there's
Do you
many
think
places
that
that they would use
it's
that.
in the UK,
Mhm.
or
It's
is it all
everywhere.
over
I mean,
everywhere?
they're gonna take the children and then use them for opening up portals wherever they
Yeah.
can do that,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause it's like a pocket reality, so,
Yeah.
that can be anywhere too. You could even be at Montauk too, because it's time travel
Yeah.
and stuff too, so and then
Yeah.
this one here, the, psionic abilities.
Yeah.
So you have the
Perfect.
psionic abilities, yeah,
Yeah. Awesome.
definitely with that.
Yeah.
Okay, now these here. Okie dokie. So here's these here. These are gonna be some let me turn on this light again.
Okay. Are they trees or are they people? Okay, they're ETs.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ETs, the Zetas when you're in bed. This is like
Okay.
in childhood and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
That can be any time too, though. Cause do you feel like your son is a Zeta? Has any Zeta DNA?
I'm not too sure. I've only just started working with the Experiencer deck from Misha Johnson, so
Oh, okay.
I'm not too familiar with the Zetas. I'll check it out.
Yeah, they would be good at he's probably all of them. The Syrian,
Yeah,
the
I think he's
Zeta.
all of them.
Mhm.
I actually have the book. Let me just check.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me just check.
The Zeta is gonna be
Zetas.
really good with technology and,
Yeah.
the
Status of the Greys, like,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
There's also, the like the positive. They're
Yeah.
not all, they're like neutral, with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
I think
Syrian, and he has
the
a
if
lot of
I think
like
I've
the
heard
Syrian.
people talk about the Asani.
Sasani, yep.
Yeah, I think I've heard about
Mhm.
that before.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really fast with his thing. Did you see this one already?
Yeah.
The beings here? Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then this one again too being taken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something that you like the feeling
Yeah.
of.
Okay.
It's comforting, really, like going home.
Yeah.
So this seems like a Zeta, but it's more,
Yeah.
it's not negative or nothing.
Okay.
People think the Zetas are negative, but they're not. I mean, there's some negative and positive to all the everything. You know that already.
Mm.
Here's the Octurians again,
Okay.
the family.
Does that say fertility? Oh no,
I
excuse me,
see
it's
you as
family.
family.
Okay.
Your
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
And oh, look at many altars.
Yeah, this is something that I'm only just discovering, and
Mhm.
so I'm not aware of my altars.
Mhm.
I'm only just starting to get comfortable with the idea that I have altars.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah,
altars would be because you kind of
yeah,
you don't know exactly when they come
yeah,
out too, because they could be probably activated when you're sleeping or
yeah,
when you know yeah, it's maybe a lot in childhood too.
yeah,
So it's kind of probably for protection as well. Um
yeah.
and then this seems like a rep like a reptilian, but maybe a hybrid, you
Okay,
know, and on the ship or something.
yeah,
Those triangle ships.
okay,
Seems like another reality though, really.
yeah,
Seems maybe like an observer or something there.
okay,
So you might be taking on different forms as well. So you know what I mean? Like as the observers, you would
yeah,
maybe look like to blend in, so or to be invisible as well, in the underground bases and stuff.
yeah,
So you don't become you're not detected. So like
yeah,
you can observe and then but they don't see you.
yeah,
But sometimes they have, and even like remote viewers and stuff though, they can go in places and be not detected, like maybe orbs or something.
yeah,
Oh, I'll turn this back down so it goes so it's not shiny.
okay,
This says the alien implants. Um,
okay.
yeah.
Monitoring health and wellness. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh-huh. Definitely.
yeah,
Oh, the number 222.
yeah, yeah. I've actually thought
Today.
that six is my
Today
lucky
is
number, and
222 as
today
well.
it is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Cool. That's
yeah,
cool. That's like synchronicity. And
it is.
10:10 too, because
Okay,
it was like 10 o'clock. I thought like it's like 10 o'clock your time,
yeah, yeah,
but 10:10. And then the praying mantis.
yeah,
Yeah, that feels maybe like the one you saw come in your room,
yeah.
like that. And then this is, what's it say? Oh,
Taken.
taken.
Oh, okay. That's
Mhm.
awesome. Yeah,
Oh, the 999.
yeah.
These could be frequencies as well.
Okay.
Oh, here's another thing for the altars. Lots of
Yeah,
altars. Like this is your mind in the middle there, and then all those altars around.
yeah. Gosh.
And then this is Yeshua or Jesus.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh huh. I feel like you bring that in when you're doing your light work and stuff too. With
Mm.
the Syrian, he seems like he's kind of Syrian and and that, you know,
Yeah.
that you pull in there with the Mother Mary energy too,
Okay. That's
with
interesting actually, because I do have a Syrian guide that I see, but I never thought of it being like Yeshua.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Seems like that. Seems
Okay.
compassionate.
All
And
right.
the
I like
Mother
that.
Mary too feels compassion.
Yeah.
She seems like a guide, you know, in that. Yeah, like that
Yeah.
feels really um really like emotional, like connection to her or something, you know, like
Yeah.
something with that.
Oh.
Yeah, it made my eyes really watery.
Yeah. My head is like there's a lot of pressure on my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really high vibrational.
So this is the black obsidian.
Yeah.
You have some black obsidian.
I've got a black obsidian skull right next to
Oh,
me.
cool. That's awesome. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Uh,
That
I generally
helps.
just have. I've got a chunk of it next to me as well.
Oh,
So
nice.
I work
Yeah.
a lot with crystals. Yeah.
Yeah. I love the black obsidian too, like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And then Antarctica in the SSP
Okay.
for the 20 and back missions, you
Oh, okay.
know?
That kind of fascinates me. I've had somebody talk about Antarctica before and saying that they saw like me going down, something kind of chute going down, like a elevator taking me
Mhm.
down, but it was like linking into Atlantis somehow. So going down. So I don't know.
Oh, the like the Antarctica is the base
Yeah.
there. They take they would take
Yeah.
you for like for doing the training, like
Yeah.
um the all your skills and stuff, more of the martial arts kind of training stuff too.
Okay.
And then also your twinning that I know that they do like the twinning thing there too, like kept in cages, like they're also the children are like slaves in cages and then they bring them out
Yeah.
to do combat together or to battle each other there too. And then I think you would work with psionic skills there too. So it's a lot of schooling and training. And then I feel like you're sent off world to maybe the different space colonies to do like you're still a teacher, you know, as you grow up and stuff like that, then you're sent to do missions and stuff and then come back there or something, you know, like
Yeah.
out you're out in space and then you come, you know, to a colony like the moon or something like that to do your teaching and then you come back and like something like that, you know, so it's like a training seems like it's a
Whew.
training place too.
Yeah. That makes me feel really nauseous.
Oh, okay.
As you're saying
Yeah,
that, so
I
it's
felt
like,
that. The
yeah,
movement of it, like going back and
there's
forth
like
and stuff.
no, it's just the confirmation. I think when
Oh,
something's kind
okay.
of really
Yeah.
resonating, yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah,
makes
I
me
know what
feel a
you
bit
mean.
sick. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that. So then,
Yeah.
grounding, doing
Yeah.
grounding. Mhm.
Okay. Always need more grounding.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause we float out of our body easily.
Yeah.
See, you're a
Speaking of
beacon
light.
of light, you know,
Okay.
so
Love that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
There's quartz crystal.
Yeah. Love my quartz.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So see, you work with all of them. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a
Even
crystal. Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
And then, you're a great leader.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, that's nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew, that's
Ver
reassuring after some of the dog stuff we've had. Okay, that's good.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you are a healer.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, see, speaking in front of, like, large stadiums of people, though, like, at these
Yeah.
conferences and stuff, you know,
Mm.
like that for, like, maybe a metaphysical or
Okay.
on crystals, on
Yeah.
spirit guides, on whatever you want with that, you know?
Yeah.
There's
I
so
generally
many topics.
I do talks about crystals. I do talks on access consciousness. Access bars. I do
Yeah.
talks on that, and I do talks about pendulum alchemy generally, and that's what
Yeah,
people get me in to talk about. But yeah, and the violet flame. I do violet flame chakra awakening,
yeah.
so you can install extra energy centers with that. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I do talks. That's one of the
Mhm.
things I love to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep. You do that a lot in
yeah.
astral and everything, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. You're highly intuitive.
Okay, cool.
Do you have the wolf? Because I saw that, then I looked at my wolf for some like, the wolf is a, one of your spirit guides or your protector.
A
or
wolf, did you
something.
say? Yeah,
Yeah.
I connect to
Mhm.
wolf. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
'Cause I felt that
yeah,
with the highly intuitive, I looked at my wolf back there
yeah.
and
No,
felt
I
it
do.
kind of connecting like you have that too,
Yeah,
you
I have
know?
a few kind of shamanic guides that I connect into. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm. And then, uh, angels are with you always.
yeah. Lovely. Yeah, I do connect with angels. Yeah. Ooh, clear the clutter.
Yeah. This can be whatever,
I
huh?
yeah, I
Uh-huh.
am actually
Mhm.
surrounded by quite a bit of clutter. I'm a bit of a hoarder, and it's
Oh,
mainly
okay.
crystals and things like that,
Oh.
and card
Well,
decks.
that's
Like
okay.
next to me right now, I've
That's
actually got
alright.
like 6 decks of cards just on the desk with me
Yeah.
right now, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
and I've got a lot of
that's
stuff.
your tools and stuff,
Yeah,
though.
I
You
have a
need
lot of
those.
tools.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And the
but
last
yeah,
one here is, your medicine keeper, you
okay,
know?
that's
So,
fantastic.
with the drum and stuff too, that I
Yeah,
thought of the drum with you drumming and doing those, like, leading, like, the meditation, that
yeah.
too, to connect with the higher frequencies
Yeah, I
there. Is
do
that what is that how you
retreats.
do it?
I do retreats. We go away, and I have like a small group of ladies. I've got one next month, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely so, and then
yeah,
with the animal medicine too, because I feel
mm,
like, you can call in
yeah,
any animals,
yeah,
anyone that you think of, really, like
yeah.
the otters, and
Are you
you
kidding
know,
me? I
yeah,
literally, yeah, I work with
mhm,
Honor.
yeah, yeah, I
That's
seen that just
amazing.
now. So
Yeah,
definitely with
wow.
that, I seen one floating on their back. You know how they float and then
Yeah,
they're eating the crabs and stuff like
that's
that.
so
Like,
amazing. I do work
mhm.
with Otter.
Mhm. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that I wonder what the, translation, like, their medicine is. What is their
Yeah,
medicine?
so they have lots of different things. There's a lot of nurturing, a lot of family, a lot of
Mhm.
adaptability with the otter. Yeah, there's lots of different things. They're a great
Yeah.
spirit animal to work with. Yeah,
Also, the
yeah.
salmon, the fish, the salmon, you
Okay.
might look up that to see what
Yeah.
that is too,
Okay.
salmon, because it's swimming up the
Yeah.
stream always, to go and lay its eggs, so it's, like,
Yeah.
resilient almost because it's going up the stream, like, fighting the currents, to go and lay the eggs, however, so I feel
Yeah.
like that's how you are, you're resilient with your mindset,
Thank you.
like that. And I see the
Yeah.
trees too. I see like a green tree right there too, but
Yeah.
by that water stream and stuff. Like, so in nature, by the
Mhm.
trees and the waterfall and the little stream of water where there's like the fish is moving water though, like that. And then so there's some fish,
Yeah.
and then there's maybe the oh, the birds too. I just seen some birds come in, like the pretty much any kind of bird, like the little birds, all the
Yeah.
little birds, talking, they're talking and stuff, so
Yeah.
the butterflies and all these insects, the ladybugs, so
Yeah.
all of these things are connecting with you when you're wherever you're at, if you're in nature or even in meditation, you can go there, and then all this will want to contact you, even
Yeah.
the water,
Yeah.
because we're water signs,
Yeah.
so we can, absorb that, really
Yeah.
easily with that. So, or create
Oh.
it. The
Yeah.
squirrels and the owls. So, see all of
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
even the
Amazing.
sun or the moon, so
Yeah.
whatever you want it to be. So, you can create that really
Yeah.
easily. And then they
Wow.
all just come to you, and you can make it any time of, it can be spring or it can be summer,
Yeah.
however you want with that too. Yeah. What else
That's
would you
awesome.
be? I think there's some, like, polar bears as well, like a
Hmm.
polar bear,
Awesome.
and like a sea, like the seal,
Yeah.
like the seal in the Arctic, kind of like that.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, any animal that you wanna connect with, you can go to. I just seen you kind of look through the book and then just pick them, so you can
Yeah.
pick them like that, The
Yeah.
jaguar, and whatever you want. The cats, you
Yeah.
can go to Egypt so
I'm looking
easily.
around because it's like I've got a book that's called Animal Spirit Guides, and I usually have it next to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
you
that's
can pick
mad.
any of them.
Yeah.
Mhm. and be
Yeah.
they just come with you. They just want to work with your energy and
Yeah.
exchange, you know? So
Yeah.
so yeah. So okay, well, I'll end the stream now, and
Oh,
then I'll just send you the video too afterwards, so you can
cool.
post it and everything. I'll send it to your email, you know,
Yes,
so you'll
please.
have that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
and
that was
then
so amazing. Thank you so
yeah, thank
much.
you for asking me to do it. Yeah,
You're
and I'd
welcome.
like to connect with you again, you know,
Yeah, I would
whenever
love
too, so we
to.
can do more
Yeah.
videos and stuff too, because it's always good to do to talk about our Reiki and stuff, you know,
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
do interviews or something too. So,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mainly do violet flame Reiki these days. I love my violet flame Reiki. Yeah.
yeah, it's very,
Yeah.
very blows like it's like hot, very
Yeah.
hot. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
it like it went off like a torch just now. I heard the
Yes.
torch go off. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
felt. Like on my
Yeah.
back, just went up too. So,
Yeah.
and then there's
Awesome.
a dragon too
Mm.
that you connect with the dragon.
Yeah. Love
Mhm.
dragons. Yeah.
Mhm. So, okay,
Yeah.
well, I'll probably
Brilliant.
go on forever with all the animals because 'cause I'm just, like, listing it because 'cause they're all coming to mind, you know, so,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
all just
brilliant.
come up. Mhm.
Thank you
So,
so
thank
much.
you. Yeah, thank you. I'll end this now, so
Okay.
end it. Okay, so